Hello, my name is Neha and I'm recording the demo for the task which I was given for the internship. So the task was to create a design simple mobile application that act as a personal weather assistant, and this app should have a backend data queried via Open-Meteo API, and this app should also have a front end which shows the current weather in my location in a sleek modern way, and also if time permits add some additional data and features. So the requirements for this app are must have the UI in either React Native or Swift. So I have used React Native and TypeScript for this, and it also have a backend and a front end. It has must have 2 to 3 pages, must use iPhone emulator, and must send iOS notification with interesting weather updates. Okay, so okay, so let's start from the beginning. So this is my app structure. So app has all the screens for the app. Asset has all the images which I have used for this project. Components has all the sub components which I have used in the screens, and constants has the um, color constants which I have used, and services has 2 services, one for the notification service and one for the weather service. Okay, and type has the types for the weather data. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so I'm starting the app. Let's start it on iPhone. So I'm using Expo Go for this project. Okay, so this is my home screen. So let's take a look at the code. So my all the screens are in my app folder inside the tabs. So the layout has the tab layout for the stack. So tabs has all the screens which is here, and let's go into tabs. So layout has the layout for all the tabs, and index is the main screen which we are seeing. This is the home screen. It has different functions for fetch location, fetch weather, fetch cities weather, and view city weather. So this is the weather layout. So this is the sub component which I'm using here. It is in different file called components. So weather layout has all this location, hourly forecast, weather details, and weather insights. And other than that, I also added a new feature called cities, where we can add new cities here. So let's try to add a new city. I'm adding Chicago, so it will find a city if it exists. So we have different results for Chicago. So let's add this, so we can see it added here, and we can also go in and check the weather for that city. So if I click Chicago, then I can see the city weather, today's weather for Chicago. And I also have hourly forecast, I have the humidity, pressure, and all that. I also have other weather details and some weather insights about the humidity and the day, sunrise and sunset. Let's try to add some other city, maybe in India. Let's try Mumbai. Okay, let's add this. Let's see Mumbai's weather. Yeah, so we can see that it is night and it's thunderstorm. So I have had a different background based on the weather. Yeah, so that's that. Let's try some cold. Okay, so we don't have anything for Antarctica. Okay, let's add Seattle. Okay, let's see the weather for Seattle. So it's clear sky and 11 degree today. Okay, so that is the home screen here. So it has the weather layout which is in different file, and we have for each cities, and each cities we can open it in a new screen. So that is the index. The forecast is the next page, which is 7-day forecast, where we can see the next 7 days forecast for our current city. So it is just a simple API where I have called fetch forest, and I'm just showing the data based on the current city. The next is the index, which you already seen. The next is the settings. So setting has some simple settings for weather summary and severe weather alerts. So this is just a simple alert where we can set, and yeah, other than that I have also added notification, since we are not able to see the notification on emulator sometimes. So I have added a random button to see how notifications look. So let's click this. So apart from notification, I've also added alert in case we don't receive the notification. So we can see the heavy precipitation detected and all that. And these are some random text messages which we are showing in case of different weather. So if it is heat, we can see something like this. If it is UV, like this. If it is rain, like this. And we have the temperature in Celsius for now. We can change that if we want. So this is the settings screen. So this is the city weather which we were seeing on the home page. So that's all for all the screens. Then we have I have all my screens assets here in the asset folder. In components, we have different sub components which we have used in all the screens. So city search model is for the search which we are doing here. So nothing fancy, we just have a text input and we are searching. If it is there, we can show all the results in a flat list, and on selection we can add it. If we can't find cities, then no cities found. Then forecast card. Yeah, so this is just the forecast card which we have here. We have the image, title and description, then forecast item. So these are all the different items which we are showing here, like this. We have 5 different items. So we have water, all this. And the next is glass card. So this is the glass effect which we am giving for all the elements in the home screen. So this is the component for that. So next is the hourly forecast. So I'm showing the current day's hourly forecast here. So this is that component. I'm just showing it in a scroll view. The next is loading screen. Whenever we are loading the data, I'm showing just loading weather data as an activity indicator. The next is weather card. So this is the weather card here, the main humidity, pressure and cloud cover. And the next is weather insights. So I'm getting the weather insights about how much is the day length, when is the sunrise and sunset. The next is weather layout. So this is the main template which I'm using for this whole entire page. It has everything like image background, scroll view, weather card. This is the weather card, hourly forecast, which is here, weather details and everything. So I'm using this for the home page as well as all the cities page, like this. So we can reuse that same code. The next is the services. This is the main file. So first is notification service. So it's quite long because I have to write some specific functions for Android and some for iOS. So nothing here, we are configuring the notification handler and we are showing the Android specific notifications here. Since I don't have iPhone, I was testing it on Android. The next is register for the notification, schedule the notification for according to weather. So these are all static data for now, but we can also use Open-API to show random generated notification based on the weather. So this is the daily notification which I am showing, and these are the random test alerts which we have seen in the settings page. And yeah, so these are the testing type which I'm showing right now based on the data. And this is for the weather insights. So based on the unique weather, we can show the weather insights here. And yeah, so that is all for notification service. And the next is weather service. So I'm just using the Open-Meteo URL to get the weather data, and I am also searching for the city. So based on the city name, I am looking for the coordinates. Then I'm getting the city weather summary, which I am showing here. And apart from that, I'm also getting the description based on the temperature, as well as the icons, which I have used everywhere, I guess. Yeah, so that's all. Also I have TypeScript file for the weather data. And yeah, that's all. And this is the main entry file. So I am using export outer entry to redirect the entry to this F folder. So that's it. I guess that's all the features. If there was no time, I would have added new features as well. I could have shown more features on the home page. I could have more settings here, and we can also expand this 7-day forecast to see everyday hourly data to see how it goes. Yeah, thank you.